Welcome loves to my YouTube channel. My name is VassaOlga. In today's video we're going to be doing something super interesting and fun, I'd say, because I watched a couple of weeks ago one of Nikki Tutorial's videos, and she was going back to some products she used to apply, used to wear, makeup products, and one of these products was Nivea, and this is for men, Aftershave Lotion, and I checked, she had pretty much the same product. So I went down the shop and I actually purchased this stuff. Nikki Tutorial claims that, or at least claimed, that this product is the best as a primer. That's why she used this a couple of years instead of other primers, because it was really good. And I really want to try this out today. And one more thing, a couple of years ago, I found that Carly Bible used the same technique, and I thought that it originated from Carly Bible, but I guess that Carly Bible saw this trick from Nikki Tutorials, and she's still using the lotion, the aftershave lotion, as her primer. We're gonna test this out because I have lots of different primers, and one of the primers from Catrice was too wet for me, so I actually stopped using this primer and I switched to the MAC primer. I'm gonna be doing my regular SPF protection just because I normally do this. Wow, it smells like Nivea lotion. I guess my dad used to have something similar. The only thing is that I don't really know how much we need of this product, but I guess I'm gonna do my regular amount of product. It's not gonna be too much. It's a little bit runny, and I'm just gonna place it all over my face like that. It's a little bit sticky. I can't say it's super sticky, but it's a little bit sticky. So I'm gonna do my regular routine as always, and I'll be back to start the clock. Right now it is 20 minutes to 2 p.m. By the way, guys, I'm in the middle of doing my makeup and I realized that I purchased a new product as well. This is Art-visage Eclipse Sculptor Natural Shadow, but who cares? You can find similar shades. I mean, I was using non-stop my BH eyeshadow palette. I would mix these two together and use them as my sculpture color instead of using a bronzer. So my bronzer goes on top of my forehead, but these two colors I would use in the sides of my face. I talked to a consultant. It was, I guess, yesterday, yeah. And when we talked, she said that she had a little bit different color. She offered a little bit different, like, sculpture color and shade. It was super dark, and I said, like, no. My skin is very fair, and it's not gonna look good on my skin. And she's like, oh, I'm using this shade, but she wasn't in makeup back then. Like, no, she wasn't in makeup yesterday, so it was really hard to tell if this color was good on her, but she had fair skin as well, so it was a little bit like off, because I know a lot of people, they're using a bronzer shade or like contour sculpture color, super dark, and it looks like bruises on the sides. So I went for the softest option available. I would need some brush, make sure that it doesn't have any more color, and I'm gonna grab a little bit of this shade on my brush. So what I really love doing first is getting the shade on my brush, big fluffy brush. It might be for crease, whatever you feel comfortable, and then I'm gonna place it in this area. So this color, oh yeah, thank God I did not grab a shade that she offered me, because this is actually given the shade, this is actually given the color. You have to stick to some super light options and super like fair, soft sculptures if you have fair skin. And I'm going with one side of my brush and tap it off and bring this higher like that. Even if you don't have pale skin, it has to be very kind of like soft shade compared to your skin color. Okay, look at this. This is my right side with this new sculpture on top. This is my left side. Okay, you can see that we have some structure. It's given the color, it's given the shade. If you had a little bit brighter option than this sculpture, then it would be off. Okay, I'm done with my foundation, and it's 20 minutes past 2 p.m. My foundation is not separating. I don't really see any sort of problems. It does really look pretty in place. It feels hydrated. Let's keep on testing and doing some other makeup things. And one more thing that I really want to check is that I'm gonna do some powder underneath my eye before I apply mascara. So for the right eye, I did not apply any powder underneath my eye, and I'm talking about loose powder. Well, guys, I'm gonna be talking real quick about this lotion and it's 4 p.m. It's 10 minutes past 4 p.m. What I've noticed, my makeup stays well. I feel like it's not separating, it's not drying any parts of my face. I don't feel like it's peeling off. I can't say this is probably something extraordinary, something that you should probably definitely go for. But as for now, it's not separating and it's not flaking off, which is good. I've been wearing this for 2 or maybe 2.5 hours and it's not bad, but I haven't noticed a tremendous difference between some other primers. I feel like we can conclude this video because it's been 5 hours. So I guess we can call it a day and I'm gonna show you the final result. I do have a little bit of this black underneath and it's been 5 hours. I wasn't sweating going anywhere outside, so I guess it's gonna show up a little bit more later on. For this side where I used a little bit of powder, it's much better. Well, I do not like my nose area. It's actually given a little bit of foundation and it's creased a little bit. For left side, it's a little bit less foundation, but it's still like there. I don't really use a lot of foundation. That is the main reason why you can't judge me for using too much. I don't really use a lot. Half a pump, I guess, of my Catrice foundation. I still love the final result. Within 5 hours, it's not a bad result. Still, it's not crazy as with my Catrice primer. And I feel like my makeup is in place. It's not moving, it's not peeling off. Do not pay attention to my nose because while I was taking off my shirt, I actually took off half of my nose foundation. I love that, and do not pay attention to this area because I've been doing so many swatches with my lipstick. I filmed 2-3 more videos today. So mainly, I love the result. I feel like it might be a little bit weird in this area. A little bit weird probably in this area, but it's in this and that areas. But I can't say it's bad. At a daylight, it's still looking decent. It's given nice quality makeup at the end of the day. That's why I would use this Nivea cream instead of a real primer and would look pretty as well. It's up to you guys what to choose from, but that is my recommendation, is to stick to a cheaper option that you have in primers that you love. I purchased Nivea lotion for maybe like $4 or $3, and Catrice primer, you have to see how much product they have. In this Nivea lotion, I have, wow, it's 100 milliliters. So it's 100 milliliters. It's given a lot. My standard primer gives 30 milliliters. Of course, it's going to be much cheaper. So yeah, go for this option as well. I know that Carly Bible does the same thing, and Nikki Tutorials, I guess, originally came up with this idea. And I guess you shouldn't pay for something extra, some extra cash, if you can go to this option as well. And one more point, it does smell like a men product, but it's not overpowering and you can't smell it throughout the day. So you just apply it and then it's gone. The scent is gone and you can't feel this anymore. This is it, guys. I guess we can conclude this video. I think this review and wear test was similar to my MAC primers, but for this MAC primers, you pay so much money and the results are pretty much similar. I love that my MAC primer did not leave any marks underneath my eyes with mascara. It doesn't have the same issue and the same problem with this lotion, Nivea's lotion, but it's still much better to use a little bit of powder underneath so you prevent this from leaving any sort of marks. That was my main issue and that was my main fear, that it's gonna leave a lot of black marks underneath. I love you all and I'm gonna see you next time, hopefully. I love you guys. Bye bye.